couldn't believe. I did have the great idea, let's go to the beach and do a video, because the energies have been crazy, and part of our big message is we need to get out into nature, and I haven't been doing that. And the first time I decide let's go to the beach and video, it starts pouring rain. So believe it or not, I'm standing in rain and I'm at this gorgeous beach, although it's nice and warm. It's funny because my camera is actually set up underneath the lifeguard tower chair thing. I wanted to videotape up at the park right above the beach here, but there's people still hanging out and playing at the playground. So here I am in the rain talking to you. So the energy's been really crazy, and we've got a lot of planets facing off right now, which means what's happening for us is that we're having a face-off with ourselves. We are all having this inner big-ass face-off with ourselves. And what it's really about is ourselves fighting with ourselves to get clear about ourselves. And our issues are all coming up. Many of us are going through like a lot of hell. Just this like big stuff to deal with, and lots of stuff all at the same time. It's like all of your stuff coming up at one time. And what I described it to my friend was, it was like my face was being pushed to look in the mirror, and at the same time I was being force-fed to make a decision and make it now. And as if that wasn't hard enough, if your decision isn't really what's at that core of you about your truth and really what you want for yourself, then that battle continues to go on and it makes it harder. So this is what you have to do. You really have to face those. I call it a demon, but really it's not. I've been going through a lot myself, but it's been for me about what my standards are for relationship and how much I'm willing to settle or not settle anymore, and just really getting clear with myself what's so important to me. And at first it was just like this huge just stuff, because I wanted to, part of me felt bad for this person, and part of me was feeling like, I wanted this with this person, and then also trying to make myself happy at the same time. And the problem with that is you really cannot, the way you have to look at it is take yourself only into consideration, because this is about getting to the gut, getting to the core of what you want and who you are for yourself, okay? And so you have to remove everybody else's needs, because when you start letting those other people's needs in, then you start compromising yourself. So look at the situation and say, okay, in this situation, what is it that I need for myself? What is it that I want? What is it, if it didn't matter about anybody else in the situation, what would I want? What's important to me? How do I want to feel? What do I need? And really, one night I just took this really hot, long shower, and then I went in my room and I put on the essential oils, because that always helps to relax you. And I was putting love oil on because I needed a lot of nurturing love and support. And I really, I have some awesome friends that are helping me, but really when it comes down to it, it's really my issue, and I've got to decide. So after I put on the essential oils, I just laid down in my bed and put on some nice soothing music and just breathe, just breathe. Close your eyes and breathe. And then once you do that, go into your heart and find that little girl or that little boy, if you're a man or a woman, whatever, and look at that little girl and see what she's doing. Picture yourself as that little girl, like at your vulnerable stage. What is happening? How is she feeling? What does she need? And then make your decision by by seeing what those needs are and seeing how that's something that you need now. And if you're going to be, like in my case, whatever, it can be relationship, it can be job, it can be anything, how you interact with your parents, anything. But what is it that you need for you right now in this moment? And what is it that you are not willing to settle for anymore? You know what? I think part of growing up is having relationships and settling a lot of times because we're stupid, we don't know, we're figuring it all out. But when you start getting older and you start going, you know what? This is my life, and I can't keep just doing or being whatever that is. I can't keep doing or being whatever that is for other people. I need to be happy. I need to be in relationships, friendships, relationships that, for me, nurture me. That somebody, my work is to help people how they feel inside and to understand themselves and find a place of loving themselves and joyful living. And I need that for myself. And so I give so much of myself to other people in that way, as far as my work and counseling and all that stuff. I really need somebody that's willing to give that to me too. So that's really important to me, that I have somewhere to turn, that I'm not just always processing my stuff by myself and figuring it all out myself. Not that I need someone to help me figure it out, just somebody who really wants to know what's going on, what's happening with Cindy today, what's going on with Cindy today, what does Cindy need, or, are you okay? Do you need anything, or you just need someone to hug you? We all need that. So what is it in your life that you need? And are your relationships, are your commitments like work and etc., are they suiting you? Are they meeting those needs? And if they aren't, what you need to do is start saying, okay, well, this is what I need, and this is how I can take one small step to begin to figure out how to resolve this. And so for me, it was I needed to have a big conversation. And I needed to get clear with me, okay, what needs to be in this conversation? What was important what points do I need to bring up? How did those things make me feel? What did I expect that I didn't get? And how I will need for it to happen in the future, and could that be something that they can do? So, most of this is about you getting clear with what you need, and being able to communicate or come up with steps to attain what it is that you're looking for or need for yourself. So, energy alert, everything's coming to a head, and it's a big inner battle between you and you. It's the you that is standing up and saying, damn it, I want this for myself now. I've put myself off too many times. And it's the other you that says, oh, come on, you can just compromise, you can give in. It's have compassion, have love. Yes, you need to have compassion and love, but you need to have it for yourself first. And when it's messing with your own mojo, when it's messing with your own life, you need to figure out how to make that better. So, get to yourself. Take that time to just close your eyes and breathe and go inside and say, what do I need? Put everybody else aside. What do I need? And how, now that I know what I need, do I relay that message, or how do I change something in my life to start making that part of my everyday experience? And once you start taking any little small steps with that, the universe will start stepping with you, and it will become your reality. So that's it, folks. It's you battling you, and you need to decide what you are not going to settle for anymore, and you got to be true to yourself. And you know what? It might be a little bit of heartache and pain here and there, but really when you start really deciding what it is you need for yourself and committing to it, you start feeling a lot better. Like me, I'm starting to feel a lot better. Man, I told you in some other videos that when you are out of balance in some way, sometimes it causes physical discomfort. Man, my stomach was having a fit for like 3 to 4 days. It was hurting so bad. I mean, okay, granted, I've been doing 100% raw for over 2 weeks now. And so not only am I going through my me fighting me thing, I'm also going through detox right now. And it hit a really deep level of detox. And when you hit really deep levels of detox, when the toxins are being like pulled out of your muscles and out of your tissues, it can hurt. So, and when you detox with food, just like if I did something with my house, took my house apart and started cleaning that up, I would detox that way too. But when you do it with food, it starts healing emotions and it starts telling you what you need to work on next. So there was some stuff coming up from my past, definitely, because when you detox, you work backwards. So like say, I'm here now and I could be detoxing stuff from my 30s or 20s and or teenage years, whatever. You work backwards, so things will start coming up from your past to haunt you, but they're not really haunting you. A lot of times they're just moving out, and then you've got to re-acknowledge, oh my gosh, I forgot about that, here it is. And sometimes it's easy just to let it go, and other times it brings up a flurry of emotions. So just know that there's a lot energetically going on right now, and if you just follow my words, you will be better off for it. And look at this. Is that not amazing? And it's like perfect out here. I mean, I'm wet. It's raining. At least it's not as hard as it was. I kept saying, can you please stop raining? But it wouldn't stop. I think I will probably walk in that water right now and just, salt water detoxes you too. So anyway, that's it for today. And my camera actually took a dive right in the sand, so I hope my camera is okay too, but I did it for the team. Okay, I wanted to really do this video at the beach, so I did it. Somehow, some way, I did it. Anyway, you guys, the sooner you face it, the sooner you are in integrity with yourself, really in your truth, the sooner this will start moving and creating better. But if you fight your integrity and you're willing to settle, expect more of that battle, because that authentic you is not going to give up easily right now. So keep it rolling, and remember, even though I had like 5 days of like being down and sick, I was still giving gratitude to God every morning and every night for every experience, good, bad, ugly, sad, happy, everything. I was still giving gratitude. So even if you may be having a hard time, you remember a big important part of this is every morning when you wake up and every night before you go to sleep, that you remember to give gratitude to our wonderful Creator. Because even though it may seem horrible sometimes, it's always happening, because it's something that we've been asking for. We've been asking for better in our lives, and the only way that we're going to get better in our lives is when we get better in our lives. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, okay? So sometimes the energies, the planets, the weather, experiences with other people have to happen to get you to look at it. Because if you keep drifting through it, you'll keep putting it off. So you must give gratefulness and thankfulness to Creator morning and night for all experiences, seeming good or bad. You have to. And when you do that, it really opens the heavens to you more. You start receiving even more blessings than you ever thought, and you will actually move through it a lot easier. So remember, gratitude is huge. And until next time, I'll see you all later.